promise I'll be there when you need me to. 'Cause that's all I ever wanted, all we'll ever need. A place that makes us happy and free. I'll be waiting, I will wait for you until the time has gone. I'll be waiting for the moment when our love lights up the sky. I'll be waiting to go there with you, so get ready for the ride. I'll be waiting for the moment when our love lights up the sky. I'll be waiting, waiting, waiting for you. I'll be waiting, waiting for you. I'll be waiting, I will wait for you until the time has gone. I'll be waiting for the moment when our love lights up the sky. I'll be waiting to go there with you, so get ready for the ride. I'll be waiting for the moment when our love lights up the sky. I'll be waiting.
Good evening everyone and welcome to the stream. Welcome back to Calm Lands. I've just realised I've got my F5 thing on. Hope everyone is doing well and I hope you're all having a great week so far. So we're back on Calm Lands. We're going to start doing our first harvest here. It's our first harvest, isn't it? Cade and Dalton, thank you very much for the subscription. I think it's our first harvest we've done here, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is.
So pretty sure it was. I know we've cut some grass. I've said it was pretty sure this is the first crops we've actually harvested. So yeah, we'll be starting off with the oats. Once we've done those, we'll see where we are, then possibly skip to next month or a month after that if we've got time to do some other stuff. We've currently got in the used equipment sale a nice JCB Fast Track 4220. So we're going to try and get some extra money so we can buy that. So we've got a nice tractor for baling and doing some carting and other stuff. Because at the moment we've only got the class, the small Massey and the big John Deere 9R. So it's Stevie coming to pick me up along with Storm. So we've got Storm on As some of you may know from the chat, Storm Cool is coming on to help out as well. So an extra pair of hands. I'll try not to. Oh, I forgot. I've got my steering wheel set up tonight, so some of my Xbox controls aren't working. So I'm
Are
going
you
to.
using the steering wheel tonight, yeah?
Sorry,
Are you using your steering wheel tonight?
I'm going to attempt to use it, but I only decided to set it up about 6 o'clock this afternoon. So some controls I may need to just make a few adjustments as we go along. But we'll do that. So we've got in the chat, we've got Rocket Kid saying hello Hall, Boss 2 saying sup, hey to you too, Laser saying hey to you, Mr. Mattock saying hi, Christian Dragon saying pause, Connor Brown saying hello, Ox DNA saying hello as well, hello to you too, good to see you in the chat again. Luke Randall, this song is very fitting right now, yeah, it was at the time. I think it was summer vibes, or something summer. Maria saying long time since I haven't been on a stream. Matej saying hi, hey to you. Adnan Farmer saying hi, Sim, hey to you. And Sirius06 also saying hello. Gaming is my hobby saying hello. Adnan Farmer saying hi to you, Stevie.
Hello.
Jesse saying hi, not seen you for a while, Jesse, hope you're doing well. Yeah, we've got another guy in, managed to get Storm in. So I only had a few teething issues getting him to join, but we're now he's joined once. It seems to be okay once you've joined the first time, so hopefully we can won't have any issues. Latvia saying hey Sim, hey to you. Mr. Matrix, how long is this going to be? About 3 hours. So we'll be on till about 11 PM UK time. So the first thing I need to do is set up my exit vehicle. Enter exit vehicle, where is that one? So I can't find it. Oh, there's it. Enter. Right, I need to change. Change that one to the Xbox controller. So when I do the walking around, I prefer to use the Xbox controller than using the mouse and keyboard. So yeah, Stevie's going to make a start on harvesting the oats. So he's going to, oh, he's already in the combine. He's already ahead of me. Storm's going to start cutting some trees down so we can get some trees cut up, loaded up, and then we'll sell those. So we can try and get the money for that JCB fast track while it's still on sale. And now I've just got to remember the controls for the steering wheel. So I have changed the direction control to manual, and I've set it to the clutch pedal on my pedal, so I can switch direction with that. I've just got to remember all the controls then for the side panel. Right, that's the one to enter cap. There we go. Yeah, so bear with me. It might take me a while, and I'll probably have to keep stopping to remember what controls are what. So it's been a while since I've used my steering wheel. Baler, where is the baler? There it is. My reversing with the steering wheel is awful. Another thing I may need to do is just adjust dead zones and stuff, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Why is that not coming up to connect? There we go. So Craden Gaming saying, how are you and Steve are doing? I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are too. I don't think I've seen you in the chat for a while, Craden. Hope you're doing well. Just saying I'm doing good. FS19 is working on a patch note, but can't use mods. That's a shame, but at least you can play. Matte's saying, do you know why I can't play FS22 with mods? I don't know why you wouldn't be able to play with mods. What are you on? You on PC or console? Are you having an issue where you can't get mods to load up at all, or is it the game just won't load with mods enabled? Right. So that's turned implement on. Which one's lower? That one. So you have to say again, you're really quiet then. I couldn't hear a word you said.
The move sawmill is in the way. Could you get rid of it?
Ah, yes, sorry. I forgot about that. Levi's Bunker, thank you very much for the $20 super chat. You are very generous and amazing. It's very nice watching this while working on my lawnmower. Nice one. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Let me just get rid of this placeable sawmill. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. I can only play FS22 No Man's Land. So that's the only mod map you can load up with other mods. You may have a mod conflict possibly. How do I unload the baler?
I'm 80% full, same if you want to grab a trailer.
I'm just trying to work out how to unload the baler.
I can go grab the trailer.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that one either. That one.
The lorry trailer or the tractor trailer?
Oh, it's already unloaded the baler.
Any trailer at all?
We've only got the one grain trailer, haven't we?
No, we've one for the tractor and we've one for the truck.
Oh yeah, we've got the one for the truck. I forgot we've got the one for the truck, haven't we? Yeah, you may use the one for the Scania. The Massey's probably a bit too small to pull the full grain trailer.
I'm full anyway.
Everyone, you just have to bear with me a bit while I get used to this. So I don't use the steering wheel as much as I really should. Oh, it looks like automatic drops on. And they can't load the game. When I tried to load a new mod tractor, why is they're not in the game? It's strange. Sounds like you've possibly got a mod conflict of some sort. I think the best thing you can do on that front is start a new save game on a new map, just add a few mods in at a time and then see if you start getting issues. So if you do like add 5 mods at a time until you get to a point where you can't load the game, then you know it was one of the last 5 mods that's causing you an issue. It's a bit of a pain to do, but it's one of the best ways to try and work out roughly which mods are causing you problems. Most of the time it will be a script mod, so something like courseplay, GPS, enhanced vehicle control mods, sort of mods that use scripts are usually the ones that tend to cause the most issues. So yeah, try that, and if you're one of those players that enables every single mod, try just taking out some of the ones you don't use and only enabling the ones you are actually using. I used to be like that, I used to just enable every mod, but now I always tend to just enable ones I'm using or ones I intend to use for that particular save game. And what I do really need to start doing as well is getting separate mod folders for each different save game, because I'm starting to get quite a lot of mods in the mod folder and it's getting a bit annoying scrolling through all the different mods when I know there's mods in there that I'm not going to use on like the Western Wilds. I could do with having a smaller mod folder for each one, make things a bit easier. When you do get issues, then you haven't got as many mods to try and work out which one's causing the issue. I was saying I love the Clash Tractor mods, but the only thing is the lesson down is the steering wheel when it blocks the dash. I've never really noticed, to be honest. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah, that is a bit of a poor design. I don't know if that's just because of the this particular model, or is that how it is in real life, or so I don't generally, well, not really drove much in cab on FS22, to be honest, to really pay much attention to stuff like that. Don't know if I'll use the steering wheel though for the time-lapse videos, because I think it's just so much more convenient to use the Xbox controller with the camera control. It's a lot easier to do and stuff. But I do want to try and get back to Calm Lands. I've spent a bit of time on Friday getting that everything switched over to a brand new save game on Calm Lands, Calmsden Farm. So I've got precision farming enabled on a brand new save game, so I've got access to all the new features like linseed. I've got the new calendar for sowing crops, which is more of a British style than the base game. So you can now actually do like spring barley and spring wheat on there rather than just doing it in the autumn. So that's all set up and ready to go. I just need to find the time to sit down and actually record an episode on there. So I do want to try and use the steering wheel for that, because I'm doing a lot more in-cab stuff on the Let's Play than I do on the time-lapse series. So I do want to try and get a video up this week on there, but we'll have to see. I need to get the videos done for this channel first, and then once I've got those done I can see what time I've got. As for the save game for Western Wilds, I'm going to try and get that set up for this week as well. I've started to do the mod list, although there's only a few mods on there at the moment, but I will be adding more to that. I'll also try and get the mod list updated for No Man's Land over this week as well. So busy, busy, busy. So what's everyone else playing on at the moment? What maps are you currently playing? And did any of you watch any of the stuff from FarmCon? I unfortunately didn't get time to watch any of the stuff, so I'm gonna have to go back through YouTube and try and catch up on some of the streams I did from FarmCon. I did watch the trailers for the new DLCs though. As someone mentioned last week, it was released on Epic Games, I think the video a day early for the Vermeer DLC. Looks an interesting DLC, but it looks a bit light on what's actually included in it though. It doesn't seem to be a lot in there. Self-propelled bale looks pretty cool, but depending on what size bales it does. Really like the look of the new Silver Run map there, the forestry map. It looks interesting, although I'm not quite sure on the building of boats. But it looks like something different to do, so I'm looking forward to that map. So when that comes out, I'll definitely do something on there. So what's your thoughts on the new DLC, Stevie?
I haven't seen much about it yet anyway, but I'll get it anyway. No worries, I'll definitely buy it.
Did you see the one from Creative Mesh, the pumps and hoses?
Yeah, I seen that alright. I didn't do too much looking into it, but it looks interesting anyway.
Yeah, it certainly looks interesting with like the umbilical system for doing slurry and stuff. It certainly adds a new element to the game. But it's going to be one of those, how often you can actually use it. Probably use it once when it first comes out, and then will you continue using it afterwards?
It's the same as say for FS19 when you literally had to connect the hoses for everything, no matter what you want to fill water, fill slurry, fill fertilizer or herbicide, all done with hoses. Like it's great probably for Let's Play, and maybe not so good for a time lapse.
No. It's definitely something I wouldn't use on the time lapse, the manure system, simply because of that constantly jumping in and out, connecting hoses. It's a bit like manual attach. I think it's just too much movement on the camera. When you speed it up, it just doesn't look too good. Maybe doing it in multiplayer where you just leave your main camera on the tractor and then you use your second account to connect all the hoses up. Wouldn't be too bad, but then it's whether it's worth the time and effort to keep doing it. I will see. I'll definitely get them there and give them a go. Jimmy Player saying, Sim, what country do you live in, if you don't mind me asking? I live in the United Kingdom, specifically England, in the UK, or Great Britain, which one you want to go with. Razvac saying hello, hey to you. Samuel Gamer saying hello, yes Sim, yes Farmer. You mean Sim Farmer, how are you? I'm very well, thank you, hope you are too. December Farm saying pumps and hoses pack looks interesting, and Silver Run looks pretty nice. Yeah, it does look an interesting map. So I'm sure we'll see more of it over the next couple of months. I just think the Vermeer DLC just looks a little bit light for me. And again with that, the Platinum expansion's like 15, I think it's like £15 something, which is only a few pound more than what the Kubota DLC was, which seems a bit weird that it's only that little bit more. I do think the Kubota DLC was a little bit expensive for what was in it.
Have you downloaded the Kubota equipment pack then
Yeah.
on OneHub as well, Sim?
Yeah, I have. I was going to use it on the Western Wilds because he's lowered the horsepower requirement for the mowers, so you can use it with a big Kubota tractor.
Has that been done in a recent update of them, has it?
Yeah, the last update for the Kubota pack. He dropped the horsepower requirement for the two mowers. So it
Yeah,
works.
because I remember when it first came out, I tried it on with the M8 Kubota and nah, it wouldn't work it.
Yeah, that's why he's changed it. Because obviously you can't make modifications to the tractor because it's in the locked DLC. So he's lowered the horsepower requirement, so it should work better with that tractor at the 200 horsepower. I'm hoping anyway, because I want to try and upgrade to that on the Western Wilds and get rid of the little John Deere because it's a little bit too small now for the size field I've got. Yeah, there was one of the little skid steers and the used equipment on the Western Wilds, and I was tempted to get it, but then I forgot, and then skipped through the time and it disappeared. I was like, oh, would have been perfect for moving the pallets at the greenhouses. Matej, what's your goal on No Man's Land? I've still got the grapes to do and sugarcane. They're the last two crops I need to do on No Man's Land. And then that'll be every crop I'll have done at least once on there. Then it's the case of just doing the last base game productions and animals. So I've still got the horses to do and the pigs, and then I've got the grape production and the cereal production. I think are the last two productions I've got to do from the base game, and then that's pretty much everything on No Man's Land done that I wanted to get done on that particular map. Then I think it's just a case of carrying on for a little bit and building up the farm, finish off buying all the land on there so we own the entire map again like we did on FS19. So I am at the point on there now where I'm probably going to have to increase the days per month from 1 day, because I think I've done 3 episodes in October. Well, I will have done 3 episodes in October by the time the next video comes out, because I've just had so much to do in 1 month that I've had to like keep the time way down. So I'd forgot I'd got no barley planted, so I went to start recording earlier for the next episode, and I was like just checking what I needed to do, and I was like, oh, barley, I've got no barley planted for this year at all, and it needs to be done by the end of October, so I had to do that. So we're coming up to episode 96, I think we are, for the next one. I've still got that stuff I want to do, so I reckon we're going to be around about 125 by the time I've finished up on there. So it'll be similar to what it was on FS19. So I reckon around about another 30 episodes to finish up on No Man's Land. The Western Wilds won't be anywhere near as many episodes as that because progress has been a lot quicker. I'm only, what, 25 episodes, 24 episodes in on that. And I've already got quite a lot of equipment. Oh, I'm reversing when I don't need to. Craden Games Sim Farmer, what subscriber goal do you want to hit when you quit YouTube? No idea. I'm happy that I've got more than 100k, so that's amazing. I can't really ask for much more than that, but I don't have any specific goal now, just whatever it ends up. I mean, I'd love to hit 1 million, but I don't think that'll ever happen. Now realistically, I don't think I'll ever achieve 1 million subscribers, to be honest, but that would be the ultimate goal for me. I think if I did ever get to 1 million, I'd probably quit then. Well, you never know. At the moment, I just want to enjoy it for as much as I can, and hopefully it'll continue being successful and I can continue doing it for as long as possible. That's the main thing at the moment, is just hoping people keep liking what I'm doing, and I can just keep growing the channel. At the moment I'm in that slump from having the week off. It's like you have a week off on YouTube and you lose a week's worth of views anyway because you're not putting up content, but then your videos when you first come back always are really slow. It takes a while then for things to get back to where they were, so at the moment I think I've only just had 2 videos break 10,000 views, where I was getting 12,000-15,000 on every video before I went on holiday, so things are a little bit slow at the moment, so I'm hoping I'll pick back up again and get back to normal soon. No plans to quit YouTube at any time at the moment. I think before I quit I'll probably just reduce how much I'm doing more than quit straight off. But you know, YouTube's a funny old thing, you never know what's going to happen in the future and how things are going to go. What I'm going to do is I'll drop off the baler. We're going to grab the bale collector and start collecting up some of these bales, see how many we've got. We can sell a few straw bales because we won't need all of them, and then I'll give us a little bit more money towards then getting that JCB. I've kept the time on at 0.5 at the moment just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, so hopefully it's still there. We'll have a check. I'm pretty sure it will still be there. I don't think it's been on there that long. Joe Jonas saying hello, hey to you. Matesh saying I love your streams, thank you. Sinis Horace is saying ciao, nice to see your video, thank you. Welcome to the stream and thank you for stopping by to watch. Charlie Francis saying hello as well, hey to you. So we all need to work out now what buttons you need to press to get it in operating mode. There we go. I think that's operating mode. At least we clear the headlands a little bit as well, so Stevie's not going to do any barrel dodging. Sin is saying you're welcome, no worries. So thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope you enjoy it. Crookston Housing Estate saying, hey Sim, how are you? On your own no man's land, why did you only do one field of corn for the pit? Originally I was going to do both fields of corn that I've got for the pit. And then I decided to keep the other one for topping up the popcorn. The little popcorn production, although I don't think that makes much money. And also because I was going to do the grass as well, I thought I'd get enough for just the one field of corn. So yeah, what I'll probably do next time is, although crop rotation doesn't really matter in the base game, and there's no penalty for doing the same crop after the same crop in the same field all the time, I'll probably rotate it. So next time I'll do a field of corn for silage for the dairy farm. I'll probably do a slightly bigger field, but I may also, what I really want to try and get soon on the there's one production I've actually forgot to mention, was the BGA. So I do want to try and get a BGA soon on no man's land, so I can start using that for some of the excess silage and also the slurry manure that we don't use. So that's probably the next production building I'll probably look to get on no man's land, is the BGA, or a BGA of some sort. I'm not sure exactly which one yet. I'll get, I do want to try and get one BGA at least. So yeah, I may look at getting some bunker silos down at the BGA as well when I've built that, and then do a big field of corn near that. It just depends on time and getting it all done. And it kind of worked out, not intended, but kind of worked out. The Western Wilds and the No Man's Land ended up being similar episodes this week. Both doing like corn silage with the forage harvester. Not intended in any way, it's just kind of how both a series have fell with doing stuff. That's 24. I think we'll sell this load of 24 and then we'll keep whatever else we get. We'll head up to the store because I think there's only one sell point for bales, I think. But we'll have a look when we get up there.
Yeah, it's over beside the animal dealer, I think.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Oh, a bit bumpy there. Nathan Owen saying, oh, new people. Yeah, we've got Storm on helping out tonight, giving us a bit of extra hand. So as we progress a little bit more, try and get some more people on as we go. I would say it's pointless having lots of people on when there's nothing for everyone to do, because you just end up with loads of people standing around waiting for stuff to do. Not sure how you say your names, so is that Fafito Jimenez 09 as a crash saying hola, hey to you. Get stuck on a tree now. It's me trying to read the chat while I'm driving. There we go, we're free. Kránitz is saying, yesterday I did steel toe boot versus loader and the tractor ran a bit over. See what would happen now. I had a friend at work that got run over with his by the forklift truck. So steel toe cap boots on, but it pushed down the back ridge of the steel toe cap across his toes, so it still hurt quite a lot for him. But nowhere near as bad as it would have been if he'd have had normal shoes on. Yeah, don't read chat and drive. Not as bad as when I first started streaming on No Man's Land. I was awful at trying to read the chat and drive at the same time. Constantly flipping over the Mahindra with those loads of locks. I think I got a little bit more experienced at doing it, but still have my moments. Watch out traffic on this one. Oh, you come around there a bit fast. That was close. I don't know what my indicators are either on here. It's another thing I need to work out. I think it's, I'll have to, 12 and 16 and then hazards is 14. Yeah. On the SATAC side panel. Just double check where this sell point is for bales. Animal dealer. I think it's that one. We'll soon see. Nick saying, hey Sim, love your videos. Your videos always help through my gameplay and the plans on doing sugarcane. Yeah, we're going to be doing sugarcane on No Man's Land. Probably the next crop I actually do on No Man's Land, so maybe the next in-game year we'll look at doing sugarcane. Grapes is going to be the last crop I do because I just don't think they're worth doing at all. But yes, sugarcane is definitely something I'm going to do on there because I did say I would do all crop types from the base game. This is where I go. I don't know why I can't reverse properly with the steering wheel on FS. Well, on any driving game. It's like I can drive in real life, so I should have no issues, but I always find going in reverse, my brain just doesn't function properly. And I always turn the wheel the wrong way around. Storm, you're 1 hour ahead of me, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're on Central European time. Yeah, so to be what, 20 to 9 in my time, so 20 to 10 for Storm. Matej, where do you download mods? Mostly my mods are from the in-game mod hub. I do have a few from King mods, although to be honest I think most of the mods I downloaded from there I don't actually use anymore. Or I'm not using that at the moment. Trying to think what other mods sites that I'm currently using. There's an Elk Mountain Moddings ranch pack that I'm using on the Western Wilds, and their greenhouses on No Man's Land, which is from their Facebook page. But I'll probably say 90% of the mods are from the in-game mod hub at the moment. Courseplay, I've started using Courseplay in the last couple of videos. So for the no man's land for doing the corn silage. I set a worker off on courseplay, so it's first time using courseplay on there. So I've only just started using courseplay for FS22. It looks interesting how they've done it though, and it kind of works with the like the AI workers in game, like on the map and stuff. But I need to have more play around that, seeing what it can do and what setting up routes and stuff for it. But I definitely will be using it a lot more because it does help massively. Especially when you start getting a lot of fields, you can set a worker off course playing, you know it's going to do most of the field without missing stuff. One thing I do need to do is increase my brake sensitivity a bit. It's not too bad, it's been increased a tiny little bit. Kránitz saying I don't like courseplay, I find it's annoying to set up. If you're just doing field work, I think it's very easy to set up and very simple. Obviously it gets a little bit more complex when you've got to set up routes to like unload combines. I'm presuming you can still do all that sort of stuff on the 22 version that's out on ModHub anyway. I've not tried yet. But for setting up field work it's pretty simple. I'll probably put it on the server for next time, so if anybody needs to ask any questions I can kind of show it on the stream. But the basic stuff I know of anyway. It might be useful when we do the some stuff in the future, especially like stuff like sugar beet. You can just set the worker off on courseplay, and then you can get like some of us carting to keep it unloaded, because that'd help probably speed things up a bit. So we're at 10,000 for that load of bales, so we need another 40,000 in total, I think, to get the JCB. Yeah,
I will take them to sell Storm.
the trouble is that Massey ain't going to pull that log trailer up the hill. Is there a trailer hitch on the back of the man truck?
I think so.
I can't remember if there's not one on there. I can. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, I'd use the man truck to take the logs up. No, that's not what I want. That one. Just trying to remember what it was then to disconnect the tool. So the more I use my steering wheel, the more I get used to it again. The trouble is, with the steering wheel, I've never used it enough to get like really used to using it. I always have periods where I use it for a while and then get annoyed with it because it stops working properly, or just generally annoys me. I'll just disconnect it and then don't use it again for ages. It was possible on those things. I could technically, in the future when I got my webcam set up, have like a wheel cam. I don't know how interesting people find a wheel cam, to be honest, but it's a possibility. check. Yeah, JCB is still there at the moment, so doubt anybody's going to buy it before we get the money for it. Nathan Owen saying, will there map download for the save? For which save on which map? Charlie Francis, where are you from in the UK? Love the live stream. I am from Worcestershire. Not originally, I'm originally from the West Midlands, but I currently reside in Worcestershire. Tyler, been a member for 2 months. Thank you for that. Love your videos. Appreciate your extra support. Yeah, I'm currently living in Worcestershire, where I'm from Walsall originally, in the good old West Midlands. Crookston Housing Estate, could you do a set tour? Yeah, we'll. That's part of one of the reasons why I wanted to get the wheel set up again as well. So, because I plan to do the setup tour soon, and it kind of do it silly doing the setup tour with the wheel if I'm not actually using it. But yeah, here's my setup, here's my wheel, but I never actually use it. So yeah, the setup tour video, for like an updated one from the previous one. A lot's changed since the last setup tour video. Let's change direction. That may be up within the next 2 or 3 weeks. The fast baler, to be honest, the fast baler only does the small bales though. I don't think the fast baler. I don't know if we've actually got it.
There's a new mod out for bale capacity sizes that only released there today.
I don't know if we've got
Because
it.
actually, you'll be able to have double, triple, or quadruple the size of any of the bales.
Yeah, I looked at that, but it says none of the bale like handlers, like the auto load or bale collectors work with any of the bales from it, because it was.
Yeah, it comes with all in-game equipment as part of it as well, but you just have to use one of the balers and the auto stackers from the mod pack itself.
What does it
work?
Because I was looking at it, but it looked like it changed the actual physical size of the bale rather than just the capacity of it.
Yeah, I haven't done too much looking into it yet. I know the capacities are higher, but I read the description as well, and it did say that the auto stackers and the wrappers wouldn't accept it, so I didn't get around to actually seeing if the bales were actually bigger.
Yeah, well, I was looking at it because it says like the 124 centimetre bales times 2 work out something, and it was like, I don't understand. Is it just like a 9,000 litre capacity bale becomes 18,000 litre capacity but the same physical size, or what? To be honest, I'm the variable bale capacity mod I used to use a lot on FS19 just to halve the amount of bales, because it does take a long time collecting all bales up. And I enjoy stacking bales manually and stuff, but when you're doing content, you don't want to spend that entire video doing 100 bales when you can do 8,000 litre bales and do only like 50. It's a bit more manageable and takes less time. So you're still doing the same job, you're just halving the amount of work you've got. But obviously with the increased bale sizes in FS22, it's not something I've been massively like missing as like a variable bale capacity mod. So we've definitely got enough for the JCB now.
Go for it.
Both of you got should have permissions to buy it, so either one of you can get it, and then so I'd definitely come in handy having that extra tractor then that's can do baling and that kind of mid-range work. Do you watch Formula 1? I haven't watched much Formula 1 for a long while. I watched the last race of last season. I used to watch it pretty much all the time before it went to Sky, and then it moved over to Sky in the UK, and at the time I didn't have access to Sky and didn't want to pay for it just to watch Formula 1. So I kind of stopped watching it and really kind of lost interest in it a little bit because of that. So I don't really watch it much anymore. I do like keep up with what's happening, like, but yeah, I haven't watched it for a long time. Luke Randall saying hi from Dudley. Hey to you. Not too far from me. Kránitz saying, how many years do you have on No Man's Land? I have 262. I think I've got around about 350-ish from what I remember on No Man's Land, but maybe wrong on that. Yeah, that 55,000 was from the logs that we just sold. Kránitz, I love watch stacking bales manually. I always search stacking bales with a loader, not auto stack. Yeah, I like doing it. I haven't done much in 22 manually. I've tended to been using the Anderson bale collector. I did a bit on No Man's Land when we first started on there. Plenty more time to do some more on other series though as we go on. But once we've finished this, we'll get the rest of the bales collected up, and we'll put the rest in storage so we can keep that for mixing TMR and bedding the cows. And I don't think there's much else we can do this month, so probably skip through to August and then see if the sorghum's ready to harvest. Check on the animals as well before we skip time, make sure they don't need any feed, apart from the chickens. We don't currently have any feed for the chickens at all until we get the sorghum harvested, and we'll have to use that, but this year we'll get some barley planted. In September, October we can plant barley. Yeah, I think we can sow canola next month. So
Or 9 hours is struggling a bit with this load of logs.
is it?
I don't think anything else will pull them.
That hill's quite a killer though.
Yeah, it's a steep hill.
It's like this class was struggling a little bit with just those bales. It's not like massive, but it was slowing it down quite a bit. I mean, it's one of those, it's a lot steeper than it looks. There's our new JCB. How many hours do I have on FS22? I currently have around about 1,000-ish. I don't know exactly. So I've played the first month or so. I played on the version I got from Giants, direct from Giants, simply because that version was available from 11 PM midnight in UK time on the release night, whereas the Steam version wasn't out until like sometime during the day. So just so I could get some started on it straight away, I got the Giants version, but I switched to the Steam version after a while, just simply because it keeps track of hours and stuff. So I don't know how many hours I had on the Giants version, but I'm sure I've got about 960 on the Steam version currently. So I definitely think I've got over 1,000 in total between the two. On my second account on my my other PC that I use for the multiplayer, I've got over 200 hours on that one. But a lot of that was me just being logged into the game and actually doing much on there. Just waiting around until I need it for the recording the fixed camera stuff. I think we are pretty much done apart from a few little bits. See if I've missed any major bits. Oh, there's a bit there. I don't know if we'll get another barrel. We might get one more barrel. There's that strip down there as well. See if we can squeeze one more bale out to what's left on the field. I did have to remove the bale counter because I can't remember where we got it from, so I had no idea how many bales we've got in total. 24 plus whatever you've got on that trailer. You've almost got 24, so that's 48, and then what's that? 51 looks like, no, 52. So it looks like 52 straw bales in total. The one downside to doing the steering wheel earlier. Say that again, so you'll have to speak up because I can't hear you. The bales, put them. I've started putting some hay bales in that shed straight in front of you. So if you could put, I think there's a few straw bales in there as well. If you want to drop them in there to the middle section of that shed for now, until I get a new shed built for bales. I meant to have a look at one of the bale storage mods, but I forgot to have a look how they work. Craden, how long does it usually take to edit one time? That's mine, takes around an hour and a half, sometimes less. My big silage videos take 6 hours to edit. Lots of cutting out and adjusting speed. For editing, it usually takes me about an hour and a half to fully edit the video. So that's going through. But the way I do my videos is, if I know I've got a bit to cut out, I'll stop recording. So when I'm driving down the road to a sell point and I know I want to cut out that section of video, I'll just stop recording and then start recording again, so when I come to edit it I don't have to scroll through the video to try and find those points. I can just stitch together the two separate clips. So in my way, one thing I learned with doing YouTube and doing videos was your editing starts with your actual recording of your content. So when you're recording your content, you need to think about editing at that time as well. So part of my editing comes with the recording, so I'll stop the video at certain points. So if I know there's a section of video I need to cut out, I'll stop the recording and start again, so when I come to edit it there's a break in the video clips, so I know at that point something needs to be cut out. So it just makes it that little bit easier when you actually come to edit. You haven't got one like 3-4 hour long video clip that you have to kind of go through to edit out sections.
Can you come up here to the wood cell point? It seems to be not working for me. The R button isn't working.
Yeah, hang on. I'll be right there. Turn the help menu on. No, it's not doing anything. Are you actually in the trigger? Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I'm pressing R, nothing's happening. Is there a limit to how much wood we can sell?
No, it was the same for me. I kept hitting the R button and then
Well, it's showing up on the help menu. I'm in the right place. Sell wood R. I'm pressing R and nothing's happening.
we may need to reset the game.
Bizarre.
Unless if you want to place that, can we place that placeable cell point here? And then we don't own.
Can try it. I don't know which way around it works. Hang on, let me turn on the interactive zone markers so I can see what I'm doing. The first load of logs sold okay, or did you have to mess around with that one?
No, this is the first lot.
Oh, what did we sell earlier then?
Oats.
Oh, that was the oats you sold earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was... okay. I thought you'd already sold some wood. Oh. That's weird. I don't know why that stopped working. Maybe you have to have the logs on the ground then. Maybe it won't sell them off the trailer.
Oh, maybe.
Let me just try. Let me get rid of this. Let me try dropping a log on the ground and see if it works then. It may be the trigger's really low and it's not picking up the logs on the trailer. I had that problem on Wilhelmina Forest on FS19. The log trigger was so small that it barely picked up many of the logs on the trailer, so I had to increase it in a Giants editor. Actually, I could just press finger F5. Yeah, it looks like the trigger's really, really low to the ground, I think. Oh no, actually. It looks quite big. Or is it? No, that's the wood trigger there. Yeah, it looks like it's really, really low to the ground. So it wouldn't pick up on the trailer. Yeah, it's sold off the ground. And that's what the problem is. It's the trigger could do with being a bit bigger. like height wise. Cruxton's saying you need to have them unstrapped. Did you have them unstrapped?
No, but they weren't. They weren't unstrapped the first, or they weren't unstrapped when we sold them your time.
Mate, we'll try
Maybe
it
that
again
was it.
next time. If it's still not, if we do any more and it's still not picking up off the trailers, just have to use that other one. So I don't think I'm going to get any more rubber bale off this now. So I'm pretty much done with this. Oh, that's the wrong button. Disconnect the baling. I'm driving along. Random. Ketcat74 saying hey to you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think I'm going to give up now with the straw. Definitely don't think we're going to get any more. So we'll check on the animals, and then I think we'll skip through to the to August. The Yankee saying hello, hey to you, and welcome to the stream as well. I'll do as well, turn off the interactive zone markers because I really don't like them. As helpful as they can be, they look ugly. Oh wait, chainsaw comes out when I get out with that, using this side panel. A bit random. Mallard fan 98 saying, "Oi," the Yankee saying, "What mods you use to move in the camera and what mod you use to moving camera in first camera?" Mod I'm using to move camera in first camera. I'm not sure what you mean.
Static camera in your videos, it's that.
Oh, in the time-lapse videos, do you mean? It's not a mod if you're talking about the fixed camera. It's just done over multiplayer using the flight command. In Tractor now, moving the camera around, I'm using the joystick on the side panel. How are the cows doing for feed? I'll speed up time now actually as well. So this is where I need practice, is reversing. For some reason my brain just completely goes wrong and I can never work out which way to turn the wheel. I say it's stupid because I can drive in real life, but my brain gets confused by it's because I'm not looking over my shoulder. So if I was using the Xbox controller, this would have been in straight away. I'm making a right meal of this. Well, I've got to remember it's opposite where I want to go. But no, can I do it? Nope. You can watch like Sim Farmer learns how to actually drive properly live on stream. Oh, come on. Right. This calls for switching over to the Xbox controller. This stream is going to be on for another hour and 45 minutes, roughly, depending where we are at the time. If we're in the middle of doing a job, we'll finish off the job, so it may go a little bit longer, but we'll see. Alright, so the cows, fine, we really could do with getting rid of that slurry. So slurry tank's almost full. How much is the slurry yard? I think we can almost afford to buy the slurry yard. It's just finding somewhere to actually put it. 50,000. Have we got anything to earn an extra 3,200 and... Is that 76?
You could sell some wool.
The Yankee now is 100 episode No Man's Land FS19 music. Is it? I wouldn't remember. Wouldn't have a clue what music I used in which videos. Why did you start doing YouTube? I started doing YouTube, well, I say originally I started doing YouTube because I was stuck at home. Recovering from a head injury and I had nothing to do. Started watching YouTube. Saw other people doing it and I thought I'd give it a go myself and kind of went from there. As to this channel started because I'd really got into FS17 and I was playing it quite a lot, and obviously I'd seen other people doing YouTube videos. So I thought, you know, as I'm playing the game so much, I've got a computer that can record and I can upload videos to YouTube and stuff. I thought, why not just record what I'm doing on FS and then upload it and see where it goes. Originally it wasn't supposed to be a time-lapse channel. My first videos I recorded was a let's play on Shamrock Valley. Unfortunately I could never get the audio right and it was always sounded awful, so I kind of gave up doing the let's plays at that time and then just started doing some time-lapse videos just to get some content up on the channel. And then I did try and do let's plays on FS19 and I always struggled to find the time without any background noise and anything to record them. So let's plays was something I always intended to do on this channel, but something I've never consistently done. So yeah, it's actually coming up to nearly 4 years since my first video so 4 years this September since I uploaded my very first video on this channel back in 2018. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. Although 4 years is not a huge amount of time. Oops. Right. This is where I find out now whether my Xbox controller still works for cutting logs. Can we not pick that one? Surely we can pick that up. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, I think I can pick it up. But yeah, this is where my unfortunately the game only allows you to have 2 game pads connected, so it takes some of the buttons away from my gamepad and puts it on the steering wheel or the controller, the side panel, which is kind of annoying. So like I can't access the chainsaw. Right. Interact. Would it be interact? Where are we? Interact. Yeah. Change that to the Xbox controller. So I won't use the side panel while I'm using the chainsaw. Nope, that's still not done. Okay, so what's that one then?
You activate hand tool under, is it?
Activate hand. Oh yes, I'm looking at the wrong one. Activate hand tools. What I want, isn't not interact. There we go. Yeah, I'm from the UK. Kránitz because he's a legend. Ravenjock saying, you know man, I regret not finding you sooner. No worries. So there's so many channels on YouTube. You can go for ages and ages, and then all of a sudden you come across a channel that's been going around for years and you've never ever come across it before, and it's like, where's this channel been all that time? I mean, I've done it loads of times. I still get people now saying like, are you familiar with such and such channel? And I'm like, never heard of it. And I've got like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I'm like, I don't know how their stuff's never come up recommended on my thing before, and it's like weird how YouTube works. What size logs was you doing? I've just done that was 6.
Yeah, roughly 6. That's what I'm doing anyway.
Never even thought to ask her, just started cutting. So I'm looking forward to the Platinum Edition, but I'm also kind of like, I'm not sure whether I want to use any of the in-game logging forestry equipment. It'll be interesting to see what it's like with the supposed changes they've made, improvements to handling of logs. Also, they've got some new tree types as well. Some of those trees on the videos look massive compared to these ones. They do look really, really big. So it's going to be interesting to see how the stuff included in that operates. So I'll give everything a try in the Platinum Edition just to see what it's like, but I probably will end up switching to some stuff I'm more familiar with. Craden saying, Sim, have you watched a guy who's called Sim Farmer Plus before? I've never watched him, I've heard of him. Yevin Tarleton saying hi, hey to you. Fent 1050 saying hey to you. Welcome to the stream, both of you. I hope you enjoy your stay here. So I'll get back to the other channel soon. Well, I don't know how often I'll get videos done on it. It'll be better as well as it starts getting cooler as we start coming up to autumn. One thing I used to hate about trying to do Let's Plays in the past was it used to get so hot in here, I'd have to switch the fan off to do the talking bit, and I'd be sitting here sweating buckets. Like, do like 5 minutes of recording with talking on, then mute the microphone and put the fan back on, try and cool off. How much will the Platinum Edition cost? I think it's around £15 in the UK. I don't know what that equates to in euros or dollars, or what currency you're in, but if you look on Steam, it should be listed on Steam if you've got the game on Steam, and Giant's website, it's on there as well. I think if you pre-order it from Giant's website, there's currently a discount on some of the DLC. So I think you can get the Vermeer pack DLC for a slightly reduced price if you pre-order it now. I don't think that's applicable on Steam though. Harry Nash saying hello, hey to you. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I can have a look, can't I? I forgot. 955.6 hours I've currently got on this Steam version of the game, and if I go to store page and DLC, so Platinum expansion for UK is currently £15.49 in Great British pounds for the Platinum expansion. The Pumps and Hoses pack is £14.99. and the Vermeer pack is £6.49. That's on Steam. That's UK prices, so you'd have to translate that into whatever currency you are. So don't know what £15 is currently in euros. About 18-20 euros. 17 €88 currently works out, so I'd say about €17.50 or something. Crane saying, oh yeah, when I record I've been starting to put timestamps on Notepad so I can go in my editing software and look at timestamp, and I know when I want to edit stuff, which makes it go faster. Yeah, definitely doing something like that helps massively. So chickens are all out of food now, but we can't do anything about that. Sheep are fine. Cows have got plenty of feed, so we should be okay with those. Yeah, Nicky Storm is on the server helping out as well. So we've got Stevie and Storm on tonight. Oh, I've just accidentally tabbed into the JCB. So at the moment we're just doing a clearing a few of the trees that are on our land. So this area of land down here, which is just this little patch up here on, can't see the field number anymore. Oh, the numbers are a bit random on here, aren't they? One up there, 2, 3, 4, 5 down there. Yeah, whichever this land is here. Actually, I think there's two. I think there's a join down there somewhere as well. But you have no idea what number that is.
51.
51. Oh, it shows on the minimap better, doesn't it? Yeah, you can just see the number, 51. Yeah, so at the moment just clearing a few trees on there so we can get a little bit more money. And then what I need to do is try and find somewhere we can build this slurry yard. Really,
If it's not too big, then we could put it here.
we could do, but it'll fit there. But I don't know if I really want to put it there. It's more than anything. Let's have a look. I think it'll definitely fit there. Sell points. It'd help if I looked. Yeah, it should definitely fit in that gap we've cleared already. I mean, yeah, it could possibly go there and then level off the ground a little bit. This section we've planted with trees, so we can't use that little bit. We do have a sheeper over here. We do have this little bit of land here as well, but I was thinking about putting the pigs there because I do want to try and get some pigs at some point. So I thought possibly putting the pigs in this area. I think that's the only other little bit we actually own that we could use, other than that bit over there. Decisions. Let's go and have a look over by 39 and see over the bridge. I could put it over here.
You want to do some crowding moves, TV?
Yeah, I can take over if you want, Storm.
Okay, then you can do grass bed.
Yeah, I think we'll put it over here because then eventually we could use this for some other production stuff. And then maybe that little bit forest we've cleared, we can either replant it with more trees or extend the grass field out a little bit when we've next cut it. Kránitz, but that way you have to record the whole episode in one recording or else you lose the timestamps. That's why I like to just break the recording, so that way I most of my videos when I come to edit, I've got about 7 or 8 different video clips that I'll just then stitch together. Sometimes a little bit more. Mr. Duke saying, what's up, dude? I'm very well, thank you, and welcome to the stream. Once we got this get a few more logs sold, we can we have the money to get the slurry yard built, and then we can sell the slurry we've got, because we're currently at capacity with the pretty much full on the slurry pit, and we don't have enough money for a slurry extension, I don't think. Although I'm finding, I don't know if it's because of the cow bars I'm using, but these extendable tanks on no man's land, it increases the capacity of slurry, but I can't access it with the when I try to fill up. It'll only ever let me take out what's in the cow shed. So on the one cow shed I think I've got 110,000 litres, but it won't let me get it out. I don't know why. But yeah, these are a little bit too expensive for just increasing the storage capacity. You need some more trees cutting down, Stevie.
Maybe one or two more, I'd say.
I'll get another couple cut down and then see what that does for the trailer. Oh, I haven't done any cutting up trees with a chainsaw for ages. This is like forever since last time I did any. Since I've had the FDR logging stuff, it's all I've used. My only thing with the FDR stuff is I'm really annoyed that it took so long to sort out the controls for it. Should have done it a lot sooner, but I kept putting off trying to sort them out. I don't know why, it's one of those things. Although I do need to completely reset all my controls now, because I accidentally forgot about it, and then when I first plugged the steering wheel in I was having problems with some of the controls, so I reset all the controls to default, which has removed all the FDR controls I had manually input. But I'm hoping I can try and copy and paste the input off the my other PC that I've got them set up on as well. So I'll have a go at that in the morning, because I'm just about to do quite a bit of forestry on the Western Wilds over winter, so it's definitely going to need to get those put back in. DC saying, yeah, you have to get slurry silo to access in. Kind of weird they've done it that way. Yeah, I've got the slurry silo extension. On the one cow shed, I've got like, well, I did have 500,000 litres and I can access all of that. But the other two cow sheds show, well, the one I haven't got enough slurry in, but the other one shows 110,000. But when I went to empty it, it only let me like take out 27,000, and then it would not let me take any more out. That's a bit weird, but I do like the fact that they've added that in, that you can extend your storage capacity. I wish they did a similar thing on the production buildings though, where you could place another building nearby and it increases the storage capacity of production buildings in a similar way. much we've got left up here? There should be enough there, I think, for that trailer. We'll get those sold, then we can so get that slurry yard built. I did also install the lease to hire. So we definitely won't get to the corn for doing the corn tonight, so that'll probably be in the next stream. But possibly we'll look at doing that for the forage harvester, because we ain't going to be able to get enough money by then to afford one. I don't know, I think you have to lease it, and then does it show up in your garage, then you can click on buy if you... leased items, then I think you can click on buy here, and then it deducts lease costs from the overall purchase price, I think, something like that. So I've not actually tried it myself yet in game, so we'll have to see how that kind of works. So that'll probably be a job for the next stream. I definitely don't think that's going to be ready. Where are we? Yeah, I think that's going to be next stream. I'll do the sorghum in a bit. Gaming with James, is there going to be a setup tour soon? Yeah, there will be one soon, but I don't know exactly when. I'm hoping to do it within the next 2 to 3 weeks. The lease to buy still show up in the lease. You just get the discount on the vehicle after leasing it based on half how much you spent during the lease. Yeah, so it deducts the operating hours you've paid and stuff like that. So if you've used it for like 7 operating hours, whatever that costs, kind of deducts that from the price, I think, something like that. Yeah, the lease tab. So did it just show up in there? You get the option to buy it and return it. So kind of lease hire agreement, you can either buy it, return it, or part exchange it. Would you be able to? Obviously in game you can't part ex, only sell stuff and then buy new stuff with what you get. Dropped them. That's precisely how it works. It deducts the working hours and working days from the overall price. Nice one. So you, in effect, I'm presuming you must get some kind of price, kind of like interest on it. Does it add any like percentage on there as well? Yeah, we'll possibly have a look next time anyway to get a forage harvester, because I definitely don't fancy doing that corn any other way. Well, it's not a huge field, but it's a decent size. We've got the sugar beet as well, but that's not going to be ready for probably till October, November. Yashio, thank you very much for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content. Have a look around. So if anybody's not watched this like Calm Lands from the start, so this is what we've built up so far. So over there we've got the 2 houses, so the 2 farmhouses over there and the main farmyard that we've built up. So all the progress we did on No Man's Land we kind of transferred over. So we brought over most of the equipment from No Man's Land, sold off all the land, buildings, then brought over all the money from No Man's Land, and also all the animals. So all the cows, sheep and chickens we had on No Man's Land got transferred over as well. So for anybody that hasn't seen the previous streams, kind of a brief rundown of where we got to at this point on here. So yeah, I think we had just over 2 million when we came onto here, and we spent quite a lot of that buying the land and some of these buildings as well to set up this farmyard. So the next thing I want to do to this, I do still want to get another storage shed on here, a slurry extension point at some point, but that's not a massive thing we need. And also I want to try and get a better shed to store the bales in. At the moment we're just sticking them in here, which is not a bad place for them to go, but I'd rather get a proper bale shed of sorts to sort the bales in. Silage pits, which we'll look at doing for when we do the corn, are going to go somewhere around here. So we'll probably nick into this grass field a little bit to get a couple of silage clamps there. And then possibly we'll have a bit of space for a bale shed next to those, so we've got silage and all the bales in one place. So for mixing up TMR, they're all next to each other to make that easier. And I did mention earlier, pigs are the next animal I want to get, and we'll possibly put those over here. So on this kind of section of land here up to where we've got our sugar beet field. So we've got this little area of land just down here. We can put like a little yard for pigs. I hope you're not scared of heights, lol. I did install as well, which I'm interested in having a look at, is that new modern style pig shed that came out, which is this one, the modern pig sty. Looks a bit weird with some plants on the roof. So possibly have a look at that one, or may use one of the fenceless ones. But we'll decide on that when the time comes. The map does have this one, which has got 400 pigs, which I think is a modified base game. Pig pen. I think 400 pigs may be a bit excessive. Yeah, so that's the standard base game one. It's 270. That's the one that's included with the map, which is exactly the same, but it's got an increased capacity. And then this is from the Fenceless Husbandries pack, which has got an increased capacity to 324. Looks like the area's the same size on that one actually. It's just got no fence around it, which is a bit weird because I'm sure the sheep one's bigger. Yeah, they've increased the actual area of the sheep. Only a little bit from the base game one. Well, hey ho. James Ansell, hey Sim, hey to you, and welcome to the stream. You're gonna have trouble selling these again.
We'll find out now in a second.
not
Yeah.
selling.
Yeah, they're all unstrapped this time.
Yeah, it's obviously not picking up on the trigger. I'll put that other placeable one down again. I can never remember which category it's in. I should just keep it. It's like only 500 to buy.
I'd say speed up the time now to 360 and we'll get on to next month.
Yeah, I'll speed it up a bit. What I want to do is build that slurry point so we can just unload that, because we're going to start losing slurry because the storage and the things full. So if one of you want to... Oh, I think Storm's already got it ready. I'm going to build it on area 39, which is just across the bridge from towards the bottom of the map. So we want sell point, slurry yard. I just remember this one, Vast Highlands, from I think I used it on the very first Crater Lake video. Actually smooth that out a bit. Looks like there's... Oh yeah. Sunk that down quite a bit there. Didn't realise it had sunk the ground down quite so much. I thought it would have evened it out a little bit more than it did. It's raised up this bit a bit more and not sunk that section down quite so much as it has. Sorry, you have to speak up a bit. I barely hear you for some reason.
I just got 45,000 from one load.
Oh, wow. That's quite a lot. That's a lot more than I'm getting on No Man's Land. I'm getting about half that.
Yeah, it seems the price is double of what I'm used to at least.
Yeah, I think the last load I was getting like 23. Just check. I'm definitely on normal economy, I'm sure.
Well, this will get us that forage harvester fast at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on normal economy. That's weird. I wasn't expecting to get that much on one load.
Yeah, you want me to sell the second load immediately?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
wait
you might as
with
well
that
sell all of it. Before I skip time, because the cow shed's going to be full, so it's going to start losing slurry because it's got nowhere to go. So might as well sell one more full load, at least. And then I can start speeding up the time so we can get through to next month.
Yeah, I'll just sell this load and then build the next one and park it.
Yeah. So as long as the cow shed's got some space for more slurry to be produced.
It should be good to speed up time now.
Yeah. How many cows? We've got 75 in there at the moment. Reproduction 80%. So we're not far off getting another 25. Sheep are not far off as well. Oh. Well now, finish landscaping over here. Completely forgot I was in the middle of doing that.
Will we sow canola where we had the oats then next month?
Have we got canola?
No, so like we can plant it for next year.
Oh yeah, we can do that next month, can't we? August.
Yeah, so if either yourself or Storm wants to harvest the sorghum, I can start planting the canola anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we might as well get some canola planted.
Do you want to run the harvester sim or should I run it?
It's up to you. I can do a bit and then we can swap over after a bit if you want.
Yeah, you can begin and then I'll take over after a bit.
So I try and finish this landscaping, but it's gone a bit dark now. I'll probably end up tidying this up a bit more off before the next stream. I usually end up coming on just to take a picture for a screenshot and then end up spending half an hour messing around tidying things up. So it's a bit too dark now to see.
We have to keep an eye on the used sale to see if there's a forage harvester that pops up.
Yeah, that'd be handy if a forage harvester popped up. Oh, there's a 9RX. Massive Ferguson 8S, 50% off. Load King Distinction triple hopper trailer. I mean, 9RX would be nice, but I don't think we need another articulated tractor at the moment.
We can slow down time there now against that.
Yeah. A 9RX. We could always sell the 9R and get an 9RX. I don't think it'd be worth it.
We got like 10,000 slurry in one night, so...
Yeah, I think the cows produced a decent amount of slurry, and at those prices as well. That would have been a fair bit of lost money if we hadn't have emptied the slurry pit. We've got, I think there's about 60,000 litres of manure as well in the manure pit we could sell.
I could do that if you want to.
Yeah, you probably just have to drive next to it down the one side and use the auto load, because I don't think any of the front loaders will reach it. One thing we could really do with is like a telehandler or something at some point.
I think the class is big enough to reach up.
Yeah, it probably is actually with the it's got the bigger front loader on it. Have we got a bucket? I think I bought a bucket. I think it's one.
Yeah, there's the bucket there beside the Kubota RTV.
Oh, is it down there? So I'm sure I remembered buying one because I forgot to add it when we first transfer over. Wrong button. Why is it not getting back in the... Why can I not get back in the combine now? Oh. Oh, this side panel's driving me crackers. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Right, that one's turn it on. Oh. There we go. Right, now I've got the angle. That one's to raise and lower. Here, well, we can do a bit of in-cab harvesting. Chainsaw to the head. Yeah, I don't know why the when I exit the vehicle on the side panel, it brings out the chainsaw. I don't know if those buttons have got conflicted. And enter-exit vehicle is mapped as the same as the alternating through your hand tools. I'll have to have a look through the key bindings for that. So one thing, I'll just have a quick look now.
Storm, when you're finished with the manure, can you help me sowing canola here in the field, please?
Yeah, I can come over. I'll see if Stevie or Shem needs some unloading first though.
Perfect, thank you.
I had no idea what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for toggling through hand tools. I don't know what it'd be classed under here. Oh well. We'll have a look for it another time. Sure, over the next week or so I'll get more used to using the side panel and controller.
Every single button.
Yeah. So I need to work out what this pipe there is. We'd have to use a combination of keyboard, side panel, and steering wheel controls. Hoonigan Farm saying hey Sim and Stevie, hey to you. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good week. Well, this section of field is a bit of a killer, this is so steep. Dan Farm saying hey Sim Farmer, hey to you as well, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream.
We're planting canola, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you want me just to start going up and down the field?
Yes, please.
That's another thing I really need to do is just change the dead zone on the wheel a little bit. It's a little bit too big. So I was constantly having issues with that where it would be really delayed or it just wouldn't work. And I think the problem was, and I don't know why it had caused a problem, but I had it connected to a USB hub. I've connected it directly to my PC now and it seems to work instantly every time. So
Yeah, the side panel and steering wheel don't like them little USB hubs at all. I was the same before, I had them going through a hub but didn't work correctly.
it may have been what my issue was in the past then, because I used to have mine through a USB hub, so I'd never had enough USB ports on my old PC for everything. So it may have been a case that was always causing the issue was the USB hub. Just losing connection or... Oh, I'm full. It's me not paying attention.
Yeah, I use a USB up because I've got dual joysticks, so...
You got the Thrustmaster dual joysticks?
Yeah, I locked them for the first thing.
Yeah. I've got them, but I tried to set them up for FS19. But my trouble was I got nowhere to like properly fix them down, and unless you fix them down properly I find like it was difficult to use because they kept moving around because you haven't got your other hand to hold down the base like you would if you're doing it single-handedly.
Yeah, no, I used a pair of cutting boards and a few wood clamps to put them across the table.
I might dig them out in the future and have another go with them. I think it might be easier to set up on 22 now because you can do the FDR stuff independently to other stuff. Done it again. Oh, that's... There we go. Get there in the end. 20 I want on this side panel to lower the header. That's not what I wanted. Hoonigan Farm saying you should do one tractor challenge. Is that like only one tractor from the get-go, or only have one tractor at any one time? So you can sell a tractor and buy a new one, but you can't own more than one tractor at a time? Or is it literally the only tractor you get is the one you start with? I suppose there's some ways around it, like windrowing. You can use some pickup trucks, and then there's obviously you get some trucks that have got 3 points on. So you can do some work PTOs on as well, so you can do baling with a man truck or whatnot. Technically not using that age tractor as such, but using other stuff to help you out. I used to like the mod on, I think it was FS17. There was the attachment for the back of the combine harvester that had like its own motor and hydraulic pack on, so you could power a baler on the back of the combine. So you could technically hook up the baler and bale the straw as you actually harvest the crop.
I think that one's released for 22 too. I'm not sure though. I think it's in the base game mod hub.
I haven't seen it. I swear it's not something I've actually looked for either. I imagine if there's not one already, then somebody will bring one out at some point. Hoonigan Farm saying I'm going to do it on no man's land. Yeah, if it's definitely one. Well, usually what I like to do for a starting tractor is I like to have one that's got a front loader as like a minimum requirement for me. 3-point linkage on the front and back, and a front loader attachment. Just because you've got more versatility than doing stuff. So I always like to start with a tractor that's got a front loader if possible. So if I was doing one tractor challenge, I'd definitely have to have a front loader on it. Matto's saying good night, Sim. I need to go to bed. See you next time. Bye. No worries. Thank you for stopping by the stream, and I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy the rest of your week. Hope to see you next time. One mod I would really like is the auto stop for the combine, so when it's 100% full it just stops the combine. There's too many times I get sidetracked and not looking where where we're up to.
Yeah, the mods would be amazing. I would like the real mower mod though.
Yeah,
Get rid of those bushes.
yeah, the real mower mod would be super handy. That's definitely a mod that I'd like to see, especially for maps like this and No Man's Land and stuff. It's just so annoying when you're mowing and the bushes stay where they are. Sebastian saying hello there, hey to you, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Fishing for Life saying I'm doing No Man's Land, nice, hope you're having fun. I'm enjoying No Man's Land still, but I'm also looking forward to what's going to be the next map after that, which at the moment I've got no idea what it'll be. Obviously I've still got a while to go yet, and some new maps may come out before then. But yeah, I'm starting to get a bit excited about starting a new map. So it's going to be so at least another 25-30 episodes on No Man's Land, so that's going to be still another 10 weeks, 3 episodes a week. So where are we? We're coming up to the end of July, so it's going to be what, October before we get onto a new map. So lots of time for some new stuff to come out.
See, fertilizer silos aren't working for me now either.
They're not working for you. Is it empty?
No, there's some in it alright, but it just won't let me fill into.
I'm filling right now without any problems.
Maybe it's the... Have you filled up with the John Deere before?
I think I filled up with lime before.
Because I had the problem with the one modded tractor that I couldn't get it to work. The base game tractors and other tractors worked fine, but the modded tractor I was using, it wouldn't. I couldn't get those silos to fill up that seed drill, so I had to swap the tractor out. That was the modded Fent I had on No Man's Land. I swapped it for the base game one. So if it's not working, try the JCB. See if that will get it to work.
Isn't that the base game DRndalo?
I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, it is. I think it is anyway. Yeah, it is actually.
Unless it's just that I'm so far out of the trigger with the tractor.
Possibly. Yeah, it is the base game 9R. We've got not the modded one. How about going back to the old stream farm? I don't know if I'd want to go back to it. It's a nice map, but I didn't really enjoy it all that much, to be honest. I thought I would, but I just kind of... I don't know if it's just something about it I just didn't quite take to. Maybe it'd be a little bit more different now because we've got loads more mods that would be more suitable for starting off the way I did. But yeah, I don't know if I'll go back to it now. Still not working. I'll come and see if I can. Not that I'm going to do anything different, but. So remember, I've got the direction control on. This is annoying. I've got no. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean on there. Unfold cedar. No, that's not the one. It's open cover. How do I open cover on keyboard?
You press M, I think.
Oh yeah, I've got it. Thank you. It's working now.
There must be an issue on my side, so.
So there's not much fertiliser in there. I think I've just had the last bit. We'll try it again now, see if it'll finish filling up for you.
No, still
That's
nothing.
the first hit on seeding.
Are you all done?
And we don't need cedar fertilizer now, so.
All gone.
Well, fill it up anyway. I didn't take you long.
I think the grass is ready for another cut. Might be growth stage more, but it looks ready.
To be honest, at this time I don't really want to start cutting the grass. To be honest, with 3 of us though, if we do another cut, it'd be for silage bales. So we'd only need one on the mower and then one baling. I mean, you can start that if you want. I've just dropped the header off again. No, doing it again. I just think we've got about 40 minutes, so I don't want to do something that's going to take us like half an hour longer than the stream.
I think we should be able to finish it before that.
Yeah, I think it's not that big of a field. If it's fully ready to harvest, which I think it should be. It's showing ready to harvest, so we do it for silage bales.
For it's such that it's growth stage 3 out of 3, so it should be ready.
Yeah, it's showing up on the map as fully ready to harvest. I don't think I've got the mod installed on here anyway that allows you to cut it for the first growth stage.
You want to do the mowing, Stevie, or do you want to do baling?
I know, I can do the mowing, I'd say.
Okay, then I'll grab the baling.
Yeah, I've still got a fair bit left to do on here, but it shouldn't take too long. TC Agris saying hey Sim in chat, and Austin Waters also saying hey Sim, hey to you. Sebastian saying more HP, more good. Yeah, definitely more horsepower helps a lot in this game. Got to remember now, it's 20 to raise the header. When we get to 100%. Oh, it does it automatically. There we go. Oh, look, I've got a donut and a cupcake there and a croissant to eat. I was quite surprised to see they included some older Volvo stuff in that Platinum expansion as well. I thought we'd probably only get some new Volvo equipment. Toom is saying hi, hey to you. Fishing Fly saying I love the Crater Lake one. Yeah, Crater Lake I enjoyed. As I said last time, I just wish I could have got a few more episodes on it, but I had to wrap it up to move over to FS22. There was no way I was going to continue doing content for 19 when 22 was out. Sticky dashboard on the 800 horsepower truck, yeah. I don't know how long that stuff's been there. It might be a bit hard. Stevie, TC Agri wants to know what you thought of the All Ireland final on Sunday.
Yeah, we're going with the win anyway, but as I say, on the day, the best team won.
Best team one, I have no idea what that is.
Goal with Ted Kerry in the All Ireland football final.
Yeah. I may give the Women's Euro final a watch on Sunday, as England are in it. Not that I've watched any of the other matches. But I might see an England football team actually win something, because the men's team probably never will. Not in my lifetime anyway. So this weekend coming, it's the start of the new football season. Well, technically it starts Friday night, the championship. So looking forward to that. Shane Walsh played an absolute blinder. He was brilliant. Never heard of him. Take it he's a good player. I don't really watch the soccer, but one of the girls got a really good goal. Back heel through the goalie's legs. I haven't watched any women's football, to be honest. Obviously, it's only the last couple of years or so where it's really become a bigger thing to watch on TV. Like, although it's been around for a while, it's never really been covered much before. So it's good to see it's actually getting more coverage. Probably getting a bit more popular as well. What's going wrong with this? What I'll do is switch a worker on for a little bit. What I'll do is do a bit of carting. Save a little bit of time waiting. Keep the combine running if we can. As we're coming up to coming up to 10:30, so we've got about 30 minutes at least left of the stream. But we'll finish up anything we're doing before we do finish. I don't know Dagwin personally, so it's probably not something that will happen. Check what the price of sorghum currently is. It's not very good.
Don't you want to keep it for the chickens?
Oh yeah, forgot we need it. We need it for the chickens. I need to work out roughly how much we need for a year for the chickens. I don't know if we need to keep all of it. What I'm going to do is I'll leave the worker to that. We're going to put this in the top up the chickens' feed actually, because they're completely out of feed. Although I don't really want to drive over our crop, newly planted crop. Should have put a little road in here to access that field. Now I'll top up the chickens now so they can actually carry on producing eggs, because they're completely out of feed. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Completely missed the turning then. That's Austin saying, big fan, keep up the work. No worries, I will do, and thank you for that. And T-Guns Gaming saying Calm Lands is a fun map. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a nice change of scenery from No Man's Land. I always like the similar maps, but it just feels completely different. I really like the, obviously, it's got a bit more variation to the actual landscape as well. That's the chickens all topped up. We'll put the rest in the silo. We can go and finish off the rest of that field. You should play with some of your subscribers. I am at the moment. I've got Stevie and Storm on here. There's two of my subscribers and channel members. I've done a server in the past where I had quite a few people on, but after a while it started to get to the point where nobody was ever joining the server, coming on, so I kind of stopped paying for it. But I will possibly look into getting a new server set up. And if I do, I'll probably try and get on at least once a week. And probably put a community post up saying when I'll be on, so people come on. I'll do it as a cross-play server as well, so people on console can come on as well. The combine's going the right way, so the pipes on are not into the crop. See if we can catch him before he's full. I don't do much first person in the time lapse because sometimes it's obviously you can't really see a huge amount in the when you're in first person, so I don't tend to do too much. I probably don't do as much as I used to. I probably feel I keep forgetting to switch to first person every now and then just to change things up a little bit. I always tend to do a lot more first person in the Let's Plays, but so I don't do those often enough. I do prefer to play in first person more when I'm using the steering wheel than I just think it's adds a little bit more to the immersion when you're in first person using the steering wheel. That's a bit weird. There we go. For some reason the wheel was stuck at stopped the worker, but the wheel was centered, but the wheels on the combine had gone off center. A bit random. Better. Starting on the one tractor challenge. Nice. What tractor are you going for your one tractor then? It's an interesting challenge, but I don't know how well it'd come across for like a series. I constantly get people telling me to buy new tractors all the time. Literally, you buy a new tractor and the next episode you get someone say, oh, you need to buy a new tractor. Well, I literally just bought one. May as well unload while we were right next to the truck. Crash Unknown, I will be doing a new setup tour video very soon, so it should be up within the next 2 to 3 weeks. There is an old one on my channel if you look back through. Trying to think, it wasn't from last year, I think it was the year before. I think it was 60,000 subscribers I was on at the time. So it's like a kind of 60,000 subscriber special setup tour video. My setup has changed quite a bit since then. I've got 2 new monitors since then, complete new PC build. What else have I changed since then? I've changed the layout of the monitors and the whole kind of desk area. I've got a few other bits and pieces that are different. So yeah, quite a bit's changed. One thing I would really like to do is get a completely separate area and keep my steering wheel and that all set up permanently, and then have a separate area where I've got a separate mouse, keyboard and that set up so I can do the editing videos without having to move the steering wheel and pedals all the time out the way. But that'll be something for next year if I ever do it. Night Guardian saying finally get to catch a live stream. Well, welcome along. Unfortunately we've not got too long left, but thanks for stopping by anyway. TCA saying I love the 1050 on No Man's Land. Yeah, my favourite tractor, the 1050. I had to get one on there. It's kind of like 2 of the tractors I had on FS19 on No Man's Land. One was the Deutz Series 9 Warrior, and then the 1050 as well, which kind of had to get. But I think I finished up No Man's Land. I had a John Deere, I don't know if it was a 9RX or a 9R. I had what, 3 Class Lexion combines. I think I got a Class Terra Track as well on there. I'm trying to think what else. I had so much stuff on 19 version No Man's Land. Don't think I've got anywhere near as much equipment on 22 as I had on 19. Trying to think what other tractors I had. The Fiat Agri, the John Deere little one that I ended up at the pig farm, the Deutz the Fen. I don't think if there was any other tractors I forgot about.
You had one of those like 2 tracks.
Yeah, I think towards the end I've got the Class Terra Track. because I think I remember using that to do the root crops. This map is available for console yet. It's on all platforms, Calm Lands. There's no, well, there is a starting farm on, but the farm we've got is all been built up by us, or by me. So you won't have that particular farm and these fields on there unless you create them yourselves. But this map, Calm Lands, is on all platforms. Chase Flan was saying, hey Sim, I'm curious, is it possible to have a good pH and nitrogen values? I have no idea. I've tried looking, I tried fertilising my olives on no man's land and it didn't do anything at all. So I don't think grapes and olives work with precision farming in that way. And it kind of like shows up pH levels and nitrogen being perfect, but then in other areas it says there is none, and I don't understand how it kind of works with precision farming. It doesn't show up when you harvest any yield data. You don't get any like yield data shows up on harvesting them, so I don't think they're affected by it, but I'm not 100% sure. I've tried working it out, but I just couldn't. Night Guardian saying Fenton's becoming quite popular in the US. I see not far my house that had one. Don't know if they were demoing it or actually purchased it. Yeah, it does seem that way. There's a lot more people using Fent in the US. From what I've seen anyway, a lot of them on YouTube using them. I know the South Mountain Creamery in real life used Fendt tractors. For olives used manure. Is that with precision farming? Because I tried. I can't remember which one I tried. I don't know if it was the manure spreader or the sprayer I tried. It might have been the sprayer I had, and it didn't seem to do anything at all. It like wasn't showing it was applying anything. So last time I did the olives, I just left it. All I did was mulched in between the rows. That mulch I've got mulches and ploughs at the same time, so kind of just two jobs in one. Chase Flown saying, are there any crops you wish FS22 had? I'd have liked to have seen carrots and onions. Added to the base game with the equipment to harvest them, plant them and stuff. I don't know if there's any particular crops that I know to that would be like any different from what we've already got in terms of the way you work them. It would really be that beneficial. I did see a video on harvesting lavender, but again that was just with a I think it was like a slightly modified Clash Jaguar and a header on that, so it looked quite cool the way it was done, but I don't think it was really much different from doing any other crops with it. Andrea saying onions would have been interesting. I've heard they have yields upwards of 80 tonnes a hectare. Oh, that's quite a lot. I know we've had onions on mod maps before, but it'd be nice to get the proper equipment that's used for them as well. Maybe get the ability to harvest like sweet corn and like corn on the cob, so you can actually harvest the cobs rather than just harvesting the corn. Peanuts as well, I think possibly would be quite interesting. Yeah, there's some really cool videos on YouTube with like farming stuff. There's so much more that could add to the game from a farming point of view. I should add alpacas as well, so you can do alpaca wool. I'll just unload this and then we'll just tidy up, because I think there's a few little bits I've missed. I'll blame that little strip on there on the worker, it was slightly off. How much did we put in the 33,950 litres in the actual silo? So we've got quite a bit off here. And it looks like we've got a decent yield as well. I think only silty clay. That field was not the best for the oats. Majority silty clay. Yield wasn't too bad on most of that field. That one, not brilliant, but also not too bad actually. Could have been worse. How are you two doing on the grass?
Going it on.
I think I'm like halfway Baling, so
if you want to swap over Baling, so there ain't much else we can. Well, pretty much just finished off the harvesting. Start collecting up bales.
yeah, there's nothing much like small to clean up there.
I think there was a little bit over here as well. Probably not too much.
Looks like both the corn and the sugar beet are going to be
Ready for next time.
Yeah. Definitely the corn, because we can do that for silage. We can do it before it's at the ready to harvest stage.
Yeah, that means we can already do it now. So.
Oh, is it already gone to that stage?
No, maybe not yet. Maybe one more stage.
Yeah, I think it needs to be really dark green. I think it's got one more.
Yeah, one more day.
Yeah, it'll be ready for next stream anyway, so we'll be doing that. We'll be doing some silage, maize silage, and we'll get a couple of clamps built.
Yeah, we got a lot of money from the slurry and the manure.
Yeah.
We haven't got anywhere to sell the silage though, besides just a normal bale sell point.
Yeah, we can always have a look at adding something else before we come to sell it, because we've got a few months for it to ferment as well.
It's gonna be a big job compacting it too.
Yeah. At least we got the 9R. Should help a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna need to put jewels and weights all around on that one.
There we go. I'll work out there now to fold the harvester up. So hopefully by next stream I'll be a bit more competent with the buttons on the side panel and stuff. Definitely going to take a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, I have to set up my steering wheel too again. I took it down when I moved down to the base, but I'm starting to freeze down here, so I might move up again.
Yeah. I've actually been enjoying using the steering wheel tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice. I might, though, have to open up my brake or my pedals and take out that like stopper thing in the brake.
Yeah, yeah. I think the G920 brake pedal is awful. I don't know why they've put such a hard piece of rubber in there.
Yeah, taking out a piece should work, but
Yeah.
I'm a bit hesitant.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of videos on somebody doing it, and I've kind of like, yeah, it's probably okay doing it, but I've still kind of put off doing it. I thought it's still under warranty. I don't want to mess it up. Knacker my warranty.
Yeah, now mine is probably not under warranty any longer, but still I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
I just use my clutch pedal as my brake.
No, I've
Yeah, I've been doing that too.
I've set mine to change direction, so I've got the manual direction, so I can switch between forward and reverse with the clutch pedal, and then use the accelerator to accelerate, and then the brake pedal stays the brake pedal. Because I hate using the brake pedal to reverse. I end up halfway across the room trying to push down hard enough to get it to go in.
Yeah, it's horrible how hard you have to press just to get that brake pedal to go down.
This is when you're on a wheeled seat as well and you're like pushing yourself back across the room. But
Yeah,
it's weird
down
because
here I've
the
got like a foam tile.
the G29 is completely different. It's not as bad on the G29. It's like, you'd think, why did they do one like the way they did and then the other one completely different? It's so bizarre.
Yeah, no, I've got the G29 and it's horrible too.
Yeah, but the G920 is supposed to be worse.
Oh wow, I can't imagine any worse than mine.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing this with a steering wheel. I had trouble getting the baler in here, letting reversing the header trailer in. Although, still not going great with the Xbox controller.
I absolutely hate reversing loaded trailers.
I love it when it goes right. Frustrating when it just does not do what you want it to do.
Yeah, I love it when it goes right, but it never goes right. That's the big problem.
practice. I used to avoid dolly trailers like the plague when I first started playing FS. I just, if a map started with a dolly trailer, it was the first thing I'd do was sell it. It's like, nope, not using that.
Yeah, no, in real life I try to avoid dolly trailers too. Pulling them behind tractors, that's like the worst thing.
Yeah. I think that'll do for me.
Yeah, I've got 5 more rows of grass to look.
Right, so just coming up to 11 PM UK time. We'll get this finished off, the baling, and we'll wrap up. If you want to, any of you want to swap over, or you okay carrying on? Also, there's nothing else to do at the
Take
moment.
over the baling.
Yeah, if you want, do a bit more baling.
Yeah, you can take over.
Not a huge amount left to do. I'll get this finished off before we finish up.
And move the messy burgers and into the shed.
Yeah.
So do we want to spray any like fertilizer on this field? Since the nitrogen is pretty bad like next time.
We'll leave it till next time. I won't skip any time, so we'll pick up straight up next time, so we can do that.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't want to be too late finishing. I need to take the dogs out and stuff. So
Yeah.
just get the baling finished and then we'll call it quits. Just try and catch up on chat. TCO was saying that's the last growth stage, ready to chop. Yeah, I say it'll be definitely ready for next time. The corn. So what we'll do, we'll lease the forage harvester on the buy to lease, using the buy to lease mod. So we're not paying for it straight up, but we are technically buying it. So he's still going to pay for it, but just over a period of time. It's the only way we're going to get enough money to get one boy then.
It's hard to grab a baby with a log fork. I managed to do it in real life, but not in game.
Yeah. Can you talk about all the mods you use? I've got far too many mods to talk about all of them. Is any mods in particular what you are interested in? Andreas, have you made mods yourself, edited mods? I've edited loads of mods, but I've never made my own mod. But I've only done some basic editing, like increasing work whips on some balers so the pickup's a lot better. Changed a few textures on a few mods, so I've just done one today for one of the flag packs. I've changed one of the flags over so it's got the Sim Farmer logo on it. So I've done a bit of editing of mods, but I've never actually like created my own mods or anything like that. I did have a go at trying to create my own buildings using Blender. I got the basic model built up of the. It was going to be a farmhouse for No Man's Land on FS19, and I got it roughly textured, but I didn't do a lot of like the detailing on it, doing the windows and stuff. So it's only very basic model of the building with rough textures on, and I did get it into game as a placeable, but it didn't have any collisions on it or anything like that. And I just couldn't find the time to keep working at it and learn how to add all the other stuff on, like lighting and doing all that. So it's something I wanted to try and do, but I just haven't found the time to learn how to do it properly. So yeah, all I've done is basic editing of mods, just like changing the max speed and changing weights of things and stuff like that to improve them a little bit. Squat Beef Chunk saying, hey Sim, you don't have Discord server, do you? I do have a Discord server, and tonight was the first time I'd been on it for a good few months, but at the moment it's still set to just channel members only. I do want to try and open it up to everybody eventually, but I need to get back on there and finish setting it up and organising it. So the plan is to have a Discord, but for everybody, but I'm not sure when it will be. And I need to just dedicate a little bit more time each week to actually get on there and interact with people. So I kind of set it all up and then just left it. A screenshot, if you look in the video description, there's a link to my mod list, which has got a lot of mods on there, not all of them. It needs updating, but if you look in the video description and click on the link, it should take you to my spreadsheet, which then there's several links to the different series, and each one has got their own separate mod list. I say they do need updating quite a bit, and the Western Wilds one is literally only just started adding stuff to that the other day, so there's not very much on there at all. But I say 90% of the mods I use are all from the in-game mod hub, so they're easy to find. I'll say they're easy to find. There's so many mods on the in-game mod hub now, but even I struggle to find some mods, even though I know they're on there somewhere. I just can't remember the exact name of them. It's like I know I've seen that mod on here somewhere, and half an hour later you're still trying to find it. It always helps when you know the exact name. Sometimes I find the search function on Mod Hub is not great unless you know the specific name. I think this is the last little bit and then we'll call it quits. So it's just after 11 o'clock. Baling saying hi, hey to you. I thought you were just about to finish up. But thanks for stopping by to say hi. So yeah, next time we'll be harvesting the corn in that field ahead of us. Well, chopping it for silage. We'll build 2 silage clamps or 1 big one. We'll have to see what mods we've got. It does seem to be a...
we got any good silage trailers?
We've only got the 2 trailers we've got. We don't have any
Yeah,
specific silage trailers.
It should be okay though, one with the lorry, one with the tractor.
Yeah, they'll work. They're not probably the best, but we could always get another one if need be, because we won't need all that money for building silage clamps and getting the forage harvester and header.
Have you looked into like the 50-meter header for the forage harvester?
No, I did see the wider header that was released. Might be worth having a look at.
Yeah, it's 15 meters, so it's nearly double the size of the other ones.
Yeah, I think it's a maximum 9 meters on the other ones, isn't it? That's the biggest you can get. Let's just have a double check. I think we are pretty much done. Yeah, I can't
71
see.
bales.
Aye,
One sinus bales.
say that again, Stevie, I couldn't hear you.
71.
71.
bales.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah. We got 59 hay bales last time.
There's no body seats in the tractors.
Yeah, 71, so that'll bring in a decent amount of money if you sell most of those. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream this evening. If you have, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that, and it does help out a little bit. Thank you to Stevie and Storm for coming on to help out.
No problem. Anytime.
Appreciate the help. I hope you've enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Are you going to be able to help out next week as well? Or?
I think I should be able to. If not, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I say don't worry if you can't. Don't feel like you have to. I appreciate you taking the time to come and help out nonetheless. So, yeah, just let me know in Discord if you can or not, and I'll let you know if there's any new mods I've added on or anything like that. So yeah, we'll
Yeah, for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I should be able to join them.
Yeah.
Back to other stuff.
no worries. So next time we'll be doing the maize silage. If we can get that done in a good time, then we may start on the sugar beet. But so we'll see. We'll see how we get on with the getting the maize done. We're gonna have to chop it all, get it in the silage clamps, get it all compacted. Oh, I've just crashed into the roof. It's a bit tight in this shed. Turn the engine off, parking brake on. Get out if I can get out. So yeah, a big thank you to everyone that's watched and commented tonight as well. Really appreciate you taking the time to come and watch and spending a few hours with me blabbering on. I hope you've enjoyed it again, and I'll see you all next Wednesday at the same time. So it's 8 PM UK time, 9 PM Central European time. So hope to see you there, and enjoy the rest of your week and have a great weekend as well. So thank you again. Good night.